Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a long time since we talked. I apologize for that. Just been getting super wrapped up with everything that's going on in the build. Without talking too much and just kind of giving you guys an update, obviously you know why you're here. You want to see where I'm at and what's going on with the car and the build itself. I will get to that in a moment. First, I have to move a couple cars around. Blake is going to be coming into town. He's got a lot of body work that's got to get done on his vehicle. And he is going to be coming into town tomorrow, which is Saturday, so we can start getting that body prepped and hopefully painted and all that. So one moment, I'm just gonna get these cars moved around, and as soon as we're done with that, I'll show you some pictures and show you what's going on with the build. Okay, now so that all that is handled and the cars are moved and Blake can get in here tomorrow, let's get to the updates itself. I'll get to some beauty shots here real quick. Long story short, over this winter time, everything you missed is we made a full lower support for the radiator itself. Across that, we made another bar right in front of it, welded it to it, and mounted the oil cooler and the power steering cooler to that. The bash bar itself is still removable, so we can remove that bash bar portion on quick releases just like it was last year. Headlights are set up on tabs, that way there's no interference with the V-mount part itself. The radiator and the intercooler is all clear space. So let's get some beauties of that bash bar first, and we'll go from there. So there's the bash bar and setup that me and a buddy Sean just kind of came up with in our heads and ran with. So a lot of different things have happened to this that you're not going to see. I got a super damper on here. I got a excessive manufacturing bracket, I guess you could call it. Looks like a bunch of Fleet Farm parts, but it's supposed to stop my belt from flipping off of here. My buddy Peachy had a ton of work into this vehicle with welding all the different flanges onto the vehicle, welding up all the piping for me, attaching things to different things, making up our own filler neck and all of that. Everything is AN lines and AN fittings. Everything is heat wrapped or in some kind of fireproof sleeve. So all that stuff is handled, should be legit and good. Kevin, who is at Kevin1855 on Instagram, he actually lives local now, and he took care of all the wiring on this vehicle. So everything is clean, looks super nice, and he knocked all that out for us as well. So getting on to a little bit of update, I'll show some of that stuff here for you right now. Alright, so we obviously got some stuff we got to finish up on the inside yet. Kevin's coming out tomorrow night, if I didn't already say that, to help finish up some of the wiring to the arc panel and things like that. I'll show you in a second. I'm actually making a quick gauge pod. I don't even know if you want to call it a cluster, whatever you want to call it, in the dash. So I'll show you that in a second. I'll leave you showing all the CD999 shifter, the CD009, the serial 9 kit, all that stuff is on there. Obviously it's all in the tunnel, you're not going to be able to see it, so whatever. We're going to get the AEM V2 ECU mounted up to the back of the firewall. We're going to get the rest of that wiring done. We're going to fix a couple leaks, and hopefully we can tear this thing on the dyno. What I'll leave you with here quick, in case I don't show it to you tonight or not, if you're watching this video and anything happens after this, you'll know I showed you the gauge cluster as a mosquito's flying through here. I'll leave you with the surge tank and the setup back there. I still have to put some O-rings on the lines and get all those buttoned up and against the firewall so they look nice and clean and to what I feel is right. But for the moment being, you can see the lines and all that, which will turn out super, super clean once I attach them to the firewall. But here's that. Thank you for all your time. You will see stuff about the gauge panel, you will see stuff about Blake, and you will see stuff with this finished wiring, and hopefully you'll see stuff about the dyno. So talk to you guys soon. Thanks for hanging in. Thanks for following along. We'll leave you with some of the surge tank stuff.